Hello, hello. It's Amy from Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack. We are here with a fabulous guest instructor tonight, the wonderful Fabiola Romano. I am so excited with her set. I'm going to let her tell you all about it. Because it is Saturday night, we're going to have quick conversation and head right into her tutorial, because I know this is more likely a night that you guys are with your families or at special events. But please, let's not shortchange this artist. Let's give her some likes and some loves. Let's follow her on Instagram under The Fabulous Cookie. So The Fabulous Cookie. It has a whisk for a logo. Find her over there. She has about 512 people right now, but let's give her a follow over there. I hope you guys are enjoying that countdown video. I really wanted to showcase the artists, the instructors, artwork, as well as the collaboration artists. You guys have just been knocking it out of the park over and over again. Hey guys, hey Fab, how you doing? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, hi. I was looking at
that was such a serious look on your face. I thought maybe your computer had locked up.
No, it's just that I'm looking at the live on my iPad, and I can't find the actual live. I'm looking at the live from yesterday, so I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? It was fine.
Hey, so what's going on, Cookie Snack Attackers? Becky said there's hail and heavy rain in Texas. What's going on in Tennessee? I saw a comment that we hoped everyone was safe all throughout Tennessee. Is there some bad weather and I missed out? Hey, Jessie Ann is here. Hi, Fabiola, she says.
Oh, hi,
hello,
everyone.
Facebook user.
Sorry, I found the actual live, so now we're good. I'm just like, I have it here.
Now, I did share it to a few groups, so hopefully, hey, you guys, how's everybody doing? I know we're getting a lot of rain tomorrow, so I put out a few outdoor Christmas decorations today, got them completed and hopefully secure, so that if we have like torrential downpour, they don't go anywhere. That's what I was hoping for. But if it didn't get done today, I was fairly certain it's not getting done this Christmas. So I just went for it.
I totally hear you. Well, we have wonderful weather here as usual. It's bright and sunny here in sunny California. It's only 4:10 p.m. So it's still bright. Although we are having Santa Ana winds, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
I've heard about those.
Yeah, so it's really cold. It's weird because it's cold. And then sometimes it gets like
sunny.
hot and it's very sunny and the wind is crazy, like crazy. And it is dry. You can feel your skin all completely dry. You are super thirsty, and this is no good for cookies because royalizing starts setting up in no time. So
I bet. Yeah. And you have so much work, right? How's your schedule right now? How's it going?
Yeah, the schedule is crazy because I will have a pop-up shop this coming Wednesday, and it's my big event of the year. Although I have some others during the year, but this is the big one where I have not only my decorated cookies, I also make drop cookies like chocolate chip cookies and stuff. I make marshmallows. I make obviously my gourmet apples.
Yes, apples.
Yes, my apples. They are a big success during the holidays. And some other stuff that I try to include as fillers, so it doesn't have to be just decorated cookies. It's to make it easy on me. However, I have a few orders. One is really big. It's a corporate one. And when I said yes, I didn't realize it is, she's going to pick up the day before the pop-up. So it's going to be crazy. And on top of that, then following day, I have to have finished. It's only 4 of them, 4 gingerbread houses, but fully decorated, assembled, and really like wrapped and ready to be gifted,
Only 4 gingerbread houses.
Well, last year I made 30 for the same person. So.
Well, okay, so it is only 4 relative to 30, but getting 4 done is no small feat either.
I know. Yeah, because he actually wants 10, but she wants 4 for this Thursday, and the other 6, she wants them sometime later. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. So I think I made about 8 batches of gingerbread cookie dough
Oh,
just for the houses.
wow.
Just for the houses, and because it takes a lot, because
It
like,
does.
it's they are big. Even though my cutters are kind of like medium size, they are quite big. So it takes
Oh,
a lot of cookie dough. So then I probably made like 12 batches of cookie dough, my regular cookie dough for the pop-up shop. And I'm
wow.
done. I'm almost done decorating what I've been able to bake at this point. I still have I still have some cookies ready to be baked, cut out and
Mhm.
everything ready to be baked for the pop-up shop. Although I don't think I'm gonna be able to bake them and decorate them all. So we'll
Wow.
see. We'll see. So that's what is happening when, cookie wise right now for this
Yeah.
coming.
You know
But
what you could do if you don't get them all decorated, but they're all Christmas?
yeah, they are.
Couldn't you, at your pop-up, couldn't you like sell them for pickup later? Does that
Yes.
work?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know what happens a lot? People either
Yeah.
they go to the pop-up and they buy some stuff, and then later they text me, hey, you know what, oh my god, I forgot that I have this and that. Let me know when you have all your leftovers. Well, so
That's perfect.
yes, so I don't even have to do anything. They call me, hey,
That's
I need.
perfect.
So
Yes.
yes, if I have leftovers, they get sold. Like now
Well,
this time.
everyone is happy your business is doing so
Yeah,
well. And
thank you so
Becky
much
said
for
she loves
that.
your accent. And
Oh my.
Debbie wants to know what is considered cold in California?
Oh, cold in California. Okay, don't laugh. People that actually live with cold weather. For us, cold is like 65. We're dying.
But that is cold because you actually usually live around 110.
Yeah.
So the threshold is still a 50-degree swing, right?
Yes. So we are.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
We.
and the most we generally go is like 90. So, we're all like 40 is bad for us, right? So
Are,
it's all relative.
it's all relative, yeah,
Yeah.
because we had 80 something this past week. Monday, Tuesday, I think we had 88. So it was, oh, it's okay. During summer, 90 is constant. That's a
Mhm.
regular temperature probably all summer.
Right.
And we get 1.4, 1.5, 110 is extreme, but we do get that too.
So I watched a holiday movie recently. I think the one called The Holiday. And
I
in
love.
there, I know, and in there they talk about the Santa Ana winds. Is that true? Is that really the
Yes,
legend?
yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's so funny.
It is crazy.
I was
Yes.
like, I'm gonna ask Fabiola as soon as I talk to her again if that's true or not.
Yeah, we get that every single year in November and December, no matter what. Uh,
Wow.
it is, and yeah, there's a lot of static. Your hair goes like this. You touch something and you I'm electrocuting here. Yeah, it is ridiculous.
And are they strong winds? They're strong.
Yeah, they are. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they are. Like that, like stuff gets like blown away. Like it's really bad. And
Oh,
it is not comfortable. Today's not that
yes,
bad. It's very windy, but it is cold. It's a different kind of cold. Uh,
yes,
you are able to go out during the day with like short sleeves, maybe a
right,
light sweater, but at
right.
night it gets really
Too
cold. Like
cold.
again, 60, 59, and we are dying. Uh,
Oh,
so you see
hey.
people.
Oh no, you keep going. Keep going.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So you see people, wearing boots and jackets, and you're like, oh wow, yeah. I'm never cold.
And you probably only get a couple times a year to do that.
Yes, we don't get that. People that complain about, oh,
Uh-huh.
it is like, don't complain. It's awesome. We don't get that a lot. It's not
That's my
cold.
favorite part about fall and winter is the boots and the sweaters.
I know. I love
Well, the
winter.
leaves, the
Love.
colors. The colors
Oh,
always get me.
uh,
Oh,
yeah.
well,
I
hey,
love that.
no, go ahead.
Oh no, I love that time of the year. I was like, everything about it. I mean, we don't get fall like the colors and the leaves and all that. We go from like severe dryness and heat to kind of cold weather. So we don't have the in
Mhm.
between. But so I enjoy
Oh,
it a lot.
well, I do really like that. It marks time for me and keeps me moving. But I want you to tell them about your Christmas set because we didn't title it, and I want them to know what cookies you're doing tonight.
Oh yeah, of course. Uh, so tonight we
I'm an
are making posadas treats. So posada means pretty much Mexican Christmas party,
Oh,
and
cool.
it's more like towards like the religious side of Christmas. It is now. full disclosure, I've never been to a real posada, because posadas take place in like some other parts of Mexico, and I'm far away from those parts of Mexico. Where I'm from, we are so close to the US. We don't celebrate with that party, right? We do parties, but not those parties. We do what
Okay.
the parties we have is the ones like what we have here. So pretty much. But this party is really cool because so it's about Mary and Joseph, going everywhere trying to get shelter that night, right? And how they go knocking doors, asking for shelter, and everybody says no until they find this place and they find shelter, and then the baby Jesus is born, right? Well, it's something like that. So there is a song, a specific song. You can Google it. There is a specific song that the people get together and then they have a nativity set, an actual nativity set, like whatever kind of nativity set you want. And then they sing this song and they go house by house asking for shelter. They are holding the nativity set and then they are singing this song. It's just like they're playing, right? Like caroling, but the same song. They are asking for shelter. And everybody says no. They go house by house singing the same song, and everybody's supposed to say no until they get to one house, and that house says yes. And then there's the second part of the song where they are celebrating that someone said yes. And after that, they break the piñata, the traditional, star piñata with the candy. And then they eat usually tamales with some other stuff. So my set is based on that. So I'm going to show you.
Can't wait. It's so pretty.
Yeah, thanks. This is the piñata, right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, this is a piñata. So this is a big cookie.
That
So
looks like a 5 or 6 inch cookie there, my friend.
it is. Oh, that's because it is. This easily like 6 inches. It's big.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I made churros because we like churros.
Yes.
Churros with sugar and cinnamon, delicious. And then of course we cannot forget the delicious. Oh, this one. This is the actual set that I made for the picture. So it's broken now. It broke.
Oh, that's
This is a tamal.
Oh, okay.
This is a tamal. This is how my mom, ties them. This is how she knows which flavor is it. My mom usually makes the chicken tamal, and then the other ones that we see here, she does it like for beef.
Wow, well, they love these.
Yes, thanks. And then I made the Nochebuena, the poinsettia, like everybody knows.
I love those. I love poinsettia cookies at Christmas.
And last but not least, this is a treat. This is called buñuelo, which is like a very thin cookie. It's crispy and it's all of it that you see here is supposed to be the crisp of the cookie when they fry it. And then they add again, like churros, they add sugar, I think, and then they add some kind of syrup, so it's super shiny.
Okay. Well, Patricia says, "What a cool tradition! Thank you for sharing it." And I'm going to give you the floor so we can get through as many of these tonight as you can. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sounds okay. And actually, I started decorating a set earlier today.
Okay.
Precisely so, because of time. So my main thing tonight is show you guys how we bring dimension to these cookies using the airbrush. So
nice.
Yes, more than watching me outlining and plotting a cookie, it's more about the airbrush. So I have a set that is pretty much done and ready to be airbrushed. So, but I'm going to show you anyway how to do a little bit of the what is it called, the flooding too. So let me start by telling you and showing you all the stuff I have. Thank you. I have my assistant here.
Hello, assistant.
Yes, I don't know what you're looking at.
I have your tabletop and you're right above the cookies. It looks perfect.
Oh, perfect. So you can see the actual cookies. Okay.
And yes, cool. And I see your Polaroid box. What is that?
Oh,
for?
yeah.
Is that my gadget?
My phone was on top of that to make it.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Hey, Christina, we're glad you're here.
Yes, he's listening. He's just setting up here. My 16-year-old came back just for this. He was working on a project for school at a friend's house, and he came back to help me.
Well, we appreciate you helping out tonight. This is going to be such a cool live. I've been looking forward to seeing how you created all this dimension on these cookies.
Okay, so I know, right? I'm like, I told you earlier, I'm like super nervous about it because, you guys, I'm doing this for you. I'm not big on airbrushing. It scares me, but I'm getting better at it. You learn, right, as you go. So it's like, okay, let's show these people how to do it so they are not as intimidated as I have been for years. You have no idea.
Mm. I know. And in
Anyways,
2024, we're doing more airbrushing and Cookie Snack Attack. So this is perfect.
oh, excellent. I like that. So yeah, we are gonna be learning a lot about that, and I'm gonna. I want to talk about a little bit about the airbrush that I just bought during Black Friday. So it's awesome.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
I got some pretty good deals during Black Friday.
Yes, I usually miss the Black Friday deals because you're busy.
Mhm.
But this time I wanted like to get a new airbrush. I think it was something that I wanted all year long. But this year I'm gonna do it, and I did. So I'm glad because I've been using. So you guys, it is totally fine. I've been using for a few years now the one that Michael sell. I
Oh,
bought it
okay.
when
Yes.
Yes, I bought it
I've
when
seen
they
that.
when they had the 60% off coupon. Remember those years, like back in the day? Well, that's how I bought it, and it stayed in the box for like 2 years because I was too scared to do it, right? To use it. So, seriously. And I bought it, I think maybe during after I attended my second cookie con, the second one they did in Utah. So imagine it's been a long time. I think like
Wow.
yes,
You
I
were
think
at
like
the second one?
oh, I went to the first one in Utah and the second one and the third one. So I went to the three ones in Utah. I went to the two after that, those three. I think it was Indianapolis, Reno.
Oh,
Um,
wow. You've done well.
yes,
You
I've
were
done.
and you were at
Yes,
Orlando.
yes, and then I went to Orlando with you. That was awesome.
That was really
Uh,
fun.
Yes, it was. So I've been to a few. So imagine how long I have had the airbrush, and it took me a while to use it. And so it's been used now, and it works fine. But then you start learning, right? Like this and that. But I wanted to wait until I got some use of this one, and it still works. I used it like earlier today just to make sure everything was okay. But I wanted to buy this particular one that I just got. That I'm actually this is new. You are gonna see me using the
Ooh.
new airbrush for the very first time.
Oh,
So
now I'm excited because there's
yes.
nothing better than something like that during a live stream.
What could possibly go wrong? Right?
Nothing. It's going to be
Nothing.
fabulous, Fabiola.
Nothing. Thank you. Nothing is gonna go wrong because I have fabulous people here, like encouraging me to do this. So it's okay. Something happened to the live on my end and on my iPad. So I'm gonna just switch it
Okay, you're
here.
not
There we go.
frozen up though. The sound is good and your screen is good.
Excellent. Perfect. That's all that matters. Now it's fine. I just left and came back. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing, I don't know if you are able to see, there is a little bump here. I wanted to simulate like the round piñata, right? So
Right.
this is the first thing we are gonna start doing. So it doesn't
Okay.
matter what color you use. It just has to be uh, stiff icing, really stiff
Okay.
icing, like the one you would use for a flower, right? For florals.
Okay. Um,
Um,
can
yeah,
I tell everybody something super quick? Because I'm
of
worried they're
course.
going to jump off and I'm going to forget. We were supposed to be taking all the Sundays off.
Uh-huh.
However, my scribes arrived a little bit late, so I had to push my tutorial back. And in the interest of everyone that did the scribe exchange, specifically so they could make their scribe Christmas trees,
Mm-hmm.
my tutorial is tomorrow night, live at 4 p.m., available for replay, and it's all Eastern time. But it's a fluke thing. It's the only time I can work it in because we're pretty much doubled up all next week on tutorials. We have a couple of days where we only have single, but most of the days have double. So tomorrow, you guys, Sunday, which is not a normal day for this, we were trying to take them off this time. I'm going to go live at 4 Eastern and we're going to make the scribe tree. So I just wanted to let you know if you could let everyone else know, and I'll post in the group, of course. That's it, Fabiola. It's all yours, babe.
Of course, no problem. I cannot wait to see your tutorial.
Well, I think it'll be fun because I'm actually upgrading from a 1 foot tree to a 2 foot tree.
Oh, you're gonna make the scribe tree. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
So
How
I'm going to do
exciting.
it live tomorrow. I have a little
Yes.
bit more cleaning up to do. There's too much stuff in the background in my room right now, but I am going to do it tomorrow in case anybody needs to get supplies next week.
Yay, I'm so excited since I heard of that when you talked about it. I don't remember when. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to see that.
Yeah,
So
it's a nice way to display your cookie treasures, isn't it?
yes, I know. And I'm like, I'm sorry I missed the scribe exchange, but I'm like, yeah, there is no way. I already told you my schedule with the kids. Not only the cookie stuff, but
Well,
also the schedule with the kids.
for
So I'm like,
sure, Trish is up for it for next year. So you guys just start planning for it.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea. I should start that in January when you're like kind of like not doing much.
That's right.
But yes.
Finish it up.
Yes. How many scribes do you need for that?
Well, we'll go in groups of 20. I think we're going to
Oh.
just set it in groups of 20 so you can do one group or two group, but they're really I feel like next year we will have enough people to do two groups.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I'll join next year because it sounds like a lot of fun. So anyways, I'm excited about your tutorial though. Okay, going back.
Me too. You go for it.
Yes. So this is don't mind this color. It doesn't matter. It's a color that I was using for my penguins noses and the snowmans and my cookies and whatnot. So don't mind this. We're gonna cover this. So we're just gonna do like the circle here. Now I'm gonna, in the interest of you getting the idea of what is happening, this is a pen, but don't worry, we're not gonna eat this. We are supposed to have the round piñata here. So I'm just gonna mark where the circle is supposed to be, so we can, so you can get a better idea of
And
what
this
is
is supposed to look like a tree topper too, right?
yeah. So yeah, look, here is, it's like,
So beautiful.
thanks. You can use any color you want. I just wanted to use just one color because for time, the purpose of being quick and everything, which is, there's nothing quick about this, but so I'm just going to the center of my cookie, and I'm just pushing my icing, which you can see is super stiff. By the way, you guys, if there is something that I fully recommend you 100%, like you should get it, is Amy's royal icing. This is your icing, Amy.
Is it my royal or my royal glaze?
The royal glaze.
Yeah, it saved my hands. I
Oh
really
my
was
God.
concerned about what would happen.
You guys, you have to get it. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah. Now
You need to.
it comes with all my classes now whenever you take a class, but if you don't take classes from me and you want it, it's on the coffee shop site.
Yeah, I got it on the coffee shop, and I'm like, okay, because I wanted to do florals or something. And I'm like, yes, let's try this. And oh my God, is the best thing ever, because I have another recipe that I used to use for florals, and I'm like, oh, forget about this. My hand is cramping since start to finish. No, thank you. So I did yours, and I'm like, this is legit the best thing ever, especially
It holds
for flowers.
its structure. It has a nice bite, even if you do it thick, and it's great for like building.
Yes, I totally agree. So you guys, if there's something you need to get, is Amy's royal glaze recipe.
Oh, you know what? Charlotte said she just made a batch, totally cannot do without the royal glaze. It's a game changer, really.
It is.
But for me, you guys, I played with that recipe for several years until I got the right amount of structure combined with what it was like when it dried and how long it lasted.
Yep.
But it was because I was having like carpal tunnel type issues, and I was not going to give up doing florals or doing 3D pieces.
Yeah, no. It's been great. So now this is the royal icing that I am using right now with royal glaze. Now I have here, I used red. Again, I try to keep it to a minimum of colors. I don't like to have like 9 different colors for a set, because I mean, no, thank you.
Me
I don't have time for that, right? Yes.
So no one has time for all of that.
No, yeah. I mean, hello, we're busy. I have to make thousands of cookies. Anyway, so we have red. This is regular Regular red, nothing special about it. I just let it develop. That means that I mix it, like, let's say yesterday, and I let it sit there until today, and I bagged it today. I was decorating some other cookies with it. So that's how you get this super intense red,
I
which is
love
really
it.
pretty. I
I love
know,
it.
right? It
Yes,
is
because
very
it's
pretty.
Christmas red, boy. That's
Yeah.
just like,
Oh,
oh, it's
yeah.
Christmas. Hey,
I
Janie,
know.
you did get the recipe with the gnome group, and you will get it again in the new celebration group. So don't buy it if you're in the year-long group. And don't forget that's on sale for 110 tonight, guys. That was my special for the event. Look at your little peppermint fingernail, you cutie pie. Look at those nails.
Thank you, thank you. I
Oh,
love them. Let me tell you about my nails. They are stickers.
are they
Yeah,
so
those
cute?
color street nails. I don't know if you've heard
Yes,
of them.
yes. I've
Those are
seen those.
those. It's a
That-
it's a cookier's best friend.
And you guys see what she's doing, right? She put the royal glaze down and she's piping right on top of it, and it
Yep.
won't dissolve it. It'll hold the
Nope.
structure.
Yes, it will. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how it looks. Because I have another one ready. Um, how so it doesn't, I mean, you have to go and smooth it out and all that stuff, but also I'll do
Mhm,
this really quick so you can see that you can touch it, nothing will
mm,
happen, it'll stay. My icing is a little on the thicker side, that's how I like it. But if you
me
feel
too.
like you don't want to do this, right, you
Right.
can just use a little looser icing if that's your preference. Mine is a thicker one, but then it will smooth out. I'm going to show you the other one that I have ready. Okay, so I do this and it smooths out, but we already have, look, the bump. Can you see? It is
Yes.
already,
You've
showing
got
the,
great depth
yes,
on that cookie already.
exactly. So let me show you how it looks after a couple, this is like maybe a couple of hours ago.
What
I
on
did
earth
it.
did you spray that with? That is stunning.
Oh, I'm coming to that. Now
Okay.
you can see here, I already flooded the rest of the cookie with just one color. I'll talk about the colors, but let me show you what I use for um for the shiny stuff. I use
Oh,
this glitter that I have. Now,
wow.
I'm sure we can find something like this here. I
Okay.
bought this in Mexico while
Okay.
visiting my family not long ago. This is from a baking store that I go to over there, and they have this really different stuff and all these glitters and stuff. So
Oh,
it's very pretty. But you can use whatever you want. I just like this one because I think it goes very well with the whole set.
it's
And
so
you can
pretty.
sprinkle whatever you want, right? So look,
Mhm. Is
just
it
like
like
that.
a copper color? It looks like it's like churro color.
It is, it's gold. It's called
Gold.
it's gold.
Okay.
Yeah, it is gold. So I'm
Gold on the red. That's beautiful.
yes, it looks super pretty. And then the rest of this cookie, you just gonna flood it like the all these little parts of the piñata. You just this is I think this is just a tiny drop of brown, the
Okay.
chocolate brown from Americolor on what could this be, like half a cup of white icing, right? So
That's if it's in a 10-ounce in a 10-inch bag, that's about a half a cup.
yeah, something like that. So you just, we're gonna do this. I mean, I'm not gonna flood the whole thing because I mean I'm sure you all know how to do it, but I'm gonna do just one for the purposes of showing you how I did it. So I'm just going here, here, here.
Well,
Super.
Janie, thank you for signing up for the yearly group. I really appreciate you guys. And just remember that if we get about 10 more people in that group, I'm going to add something else to the group for free included in that price. There was something else I was going to add for you guys if we got to 50 people, and we're almost there.
Okay, one. You want me to? Okay, I can do.
Yes, it's beautiful.
You see how pretty it is? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not doing much. I mean, if we leave it like that, and you just finish with the other steps, it's gonna look
Okay.
totally fine. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'll move on to another cookie.
Okay.
Look.
I saw the set when you sent it in, and I was like, oh, this is just beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I kept thinking, what should I make? I like to make, like to show you guys something different to present to you because you're the first one to see it. Something that looks doable and pretty, and and well, sometimes I try to do something different. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, but I do my best.
Mm.
Okay, so here it is. I mean, you just finished the rest. I don't know if you want me to finish this.
No, keep going. You're fine.
Right? Okay.
They could finish. Oh, but did we tell them where they can get the cutters?
Oh, okay. So this cutter actually, okay, so these two, the tamal and the buñuelo, I hand cut it. I'll talk about this
Okay.
in a bit.
Okay.
And then this one is an on Clark cookie cutter. I think it's the single rose.
It's the rose. Yep.
Yeah, I think Lila Loa used this one.
Yeah, I think it is a Lila Loa, and I think we all have it.
Most likely. That's why I chose this one, because I could have done some other one, but I'm like, no, it's on Clark and it's like Laloa, so I'm sure everybody has this one.
Yeah,
Right. And then for that, you can use any other cutter for that matter that you can that you'd like to. So I mean, it doesn't matter. I chose this one because I like Ann Clark cookie cutters. Oh, the churro. Oh, let me show it to you. I have the cutters right here. So this is the it's Ann Clark here. You see, it's that, and then this is what I use for the churro. This is sugar bell.
Yeah, to make the stick cookies.
Yeah. So what I did is I just got like two of them and put one on top of the other, and I just
that.
Yeah, you see.
Yep,
I just glue them. I just glue them. And then the piñata one, it's an old one that I don't remember if she gave it to me or if I bought it from her. I don't know. Is this one? This one, it's made by Chapix Cookies. I don't know if you know her. She lives in Mexico City.
Okay.
Oh, yay. My husband just told me that my daughter won the second game. Yay.
Yay, congratulations.
Yay, thank you. Yeah, they won the morning one and they won the afternoon one. Yay, good for them.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So this is hers. She has wonderful cookie decorating skills, and I actually assisted her a couple of times during CookieCon. So I think I don't know. This is her cookie cutter. You know, that's hers. She lives in Mexico City, so I think you can buy from her in Mexico, and I think she can ship. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We need to double check, but yeah, you can use any piñata shaped cookie cutter that you'd like. I think Kalita Cuts has one really cute.
Okay.
I've seen some on Etsy, so
okay.
Yeah, so it's easy to find. I just like this one, and it's the one that I have. Surprisingly, I just have one, and it's this one. Now, the tamal and the buñuelo, they are hand cut. And I just broke the cookie. Yay, Fabiola. Oh goodness.
Well, it'll go back. It'll be okay.
Oh yeah. This is what happens during a live, right?
That's right. Only during the live.
Yes, of course. Why not?
If it doesn't happen, I don't think we did our job.
You are exactly right. Yes, absolutely. No, oh my God. Anyway. So yeah, I hand cut this with using my what's the name of those little things? Pen blades.
Okay.
Now I did all of this on purpose. I wanted to have these it doesn't look like smooth and all rounded. I did this on purpose. I did not smooth it out all the sides, and I just left it like that because that's how they look.
Okay.
Especially the buñuelo. The tamal I could have done a better job, but I'm like, no, again, because sometimes the like, I don't know how they call the hojas de tamal. I don't know, the leaves. I don't know, or how do you call that?
What they wrap it in?
Yes.
The banana leaf.
Well, yeah, I mean banana. Let's call them banana leaf.
The corn.
Well,
husk?
you know what I mean.
Yeah, the
wrapper.
Husk, right?
Let's call it wrapper. Yeah, let's call it the wrapper. Yeah. So it sometimes it looks something like that, right? Because they break or something. So I left it like that on purpose. But if you don't like it, you again with the pen blade, you can just smooth out all these edges. Even with your fingers, you can do it and it'll be totally smooth. I wanted it like that because I like my texture and I like a little bit more of a realistic look. That's why I left it like that.
And are you trying to think of the word husk?
Husk? I don't know what. I don't even know. I mean, if I say leaf, sounds really like not okay, but I don't know.
Yeah,
What do I know?
I think it's the corn husk.
Okay, the corn husk. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know? English is only my second language, so I don't
Ah,
know. Sometimes people ask me, "Hey, what's the word for this?" And I'm like, "Are you asking me seriously? This is your language. I'm
you're
only a guest."
you're so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, So, okay, so now let's go. Let's jump into the poinsettia because that one, again, I have red, but this is a little bit more stiffer, although it's not as stiff as I'd like. I don't know what I did wrong there, but I didn't have time to remix it. But I'm using um a leaf tip. This is tip number 68.
Okay.
But you can use any leaf tip you have. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm using a tip instead of just cutting it with, like a scissors and just using the back. The reason is because in this particular case, we will need to use red stiff icing twice in different shapes. So to me, it's easier to just change the tip and it's just one
Mm-hmm.
back. I cut it one time. I did the whole thing just once. When time comes, I just change the tip and we're good. For this particular cookie, I'm gonna use for the poinsettia. To make the leaves. I'm gonna use the first leaf tip. And all I did here was, just again, we just need a circle here, something like that. Super simple poinsettia, nothing fancy. And do you see this? I left this on purpose because it's going to dry out. So if I leave it without icing sticking out, then I
Mm-hmm.
can't use the leaf, right? It gets all dry and stuck there
Right.
and I can't use it. So I always leave a little bit out and then it dries out. But once I clean it, it reveals my freshly nice stiff icing. That's a little tip
Yes.
that I think I talk about. I talked about it during the Halloween event.
I
So
love that.
yeah, it's one of the
A
little
great pro tip.
yeah. So there's that for you guys. Use it, you'll see. So now we're gonna do the actual. No, wish me luck because I'm not good with florals. I'm a lefty, so imagine. Okay, so I'm gonna go just like this. I'm touching the cookie and then I'm just pushing and then I'm just moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I release, right? I don't know if I'm gonna get the pointy. Oh, I did. But like I said, it's a little stiff. It's not as stiff as it should be, but it'll do. I'll show you the other one that I have ready for you. And then
Okay.
I just repeat this over and over and over. And I can make it as, full as I want to. And then I go again. Now for this one, it would be a good idea to use one of those turntables, but I'm so terrible
Mm-hmm.
using those. I actually don't use them. But
I don't use them that often because I
right?
got used to piping on cookie sheets so that I could just move the
Yeah.
whole sheet
You
or
just
piping
move
on
it.
my
Yeah.
dehydrator trays. I can't even get it out tonight. Sorry.
Yeah,
And
we're
yet
tired,
I
my
just get
friend. We
used to
are tired.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you get used to doing something when you want to go fast, and then that becomes the way you do everything.
Yes, exactly. And then you're like, yeah, I don't need this. I don't need that. And I have plenty of those things. I have like 5 of those different ones that someone gave us, at Cookie Con Amy, one of the,
Mhm.
remember those bags? Someone actually donated a really pretty one. And I think it has like, mine has like Mickey's heads all over, like printed all over. It's very
Yes.
pretty.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, I should have used that one. Anyways, so we did that. We wait a little bit because the icing is not as stiff. If it were as stiff as I would want it to be, we could, go over again. But we'll wait a few minutes. Uh, so in the meantime, I'm gonna leave. Look, a little bit out, and I'm gonna leave it here to rest for a little bit, and we'll move
Perfect.
on to something else. Now let's try the churros, right? Because churros are 2 in 1. Where's my
Does everybody else have sound? Like Nadine lost her sound. I have good sound. I can hear you very well.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm sorry guys, this is what I was using earlier for my other cookies. It's a little bit of brown icing, which actually it is kind of really dark. Churros are not this dark, so maybe I'll use the other one that I was using in the beginning because we're gonna airbrush anyway, so doesn't matter.
Can someone type in the comments to Nadine to go out and come back in that the sound is fine?
Oh yes, that happens to me a lot, and
Mhm.
I just go out and come back. So yeah, so I have this one. Like again, this is the Americolor. What did I say? Chocolate brown, I think. Just
It's a
one drop.
beautiful color.
It is, right? It's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna use that one because we're gonna airbrush it, so it's okay.
Thank you guys for typing that in for her.
Okay. Now I'm
So
sure
Fabiola, I call you Fabiola Fabs. I call you Fabulous Fabiola.
Yeah, everybody does. Everybody does. You
I
know,
have great names for you.
yes. Oh, keep on coming. I love it. I love it.
I do it like you're a magician. The fabulous Fabiola Romano.
Yeah. Like a magician. I like that. Tell that to my kids. If they were little, who they would be like, oh my God.
That's so fun.
I know it is. You know, it's funny because
Thank you guys.
I named my cookie business the Fabulous Cookies because everybody, when I started meeting other people, right, when I came to live here, what's your name? And I go, oh, Fabiola. Oh my God, what a beautiful name, just like Fabulous. And I'm like, okay.
That's right.
So when I started making cookies, it's like, oh, you should name your cookie something fabulous. And I'm like, well, it's not that I'm bragging or anything. It's just that people keep telling me that and it makes sense because it kind of rhymes or something. I don't know. So I left it like that, but it's not because I'm like bragging or anything. I promise you.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. So I think it's easy to remember too. So.
Well, I definitely followed you on Instagram. If anybody has a minute, pick up your Instagram app on your phone and go to The Fabulous Cookies. It has a logo with a whisk and then the writing, a really pretty scripty writing with her business name, and give her a follow and she'll check that later and give you guys a follow back. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very fun part of Instagram.
Miss Fabiola said that we got her over 500 at the Halloween event. So she's a little bit over 500, but if you guys want to take her to 550 tonight, that would be really fabulous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be fabulous. Thank you so much, you guys. Yes. I'm not big on social media. I mean, I can only do so many things at the same time, right?
That's right. Well, I mean, really, you're so busy. I don't know that you need it right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, oh my God. And then I was telling you the other day, I was laughing when I was watching that tutorial that I was like, okay, I want to watch that. I need to learn how to do that. Like the first one, right? The one with the royal ice, how to make royal icing transfer sheet. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if she knew that I actually got that app and I deleted it because I'm like, I can't figure this out. I am just not very good at, with technology. Maybe because I don't give, I don't give it enough tries or whatever.
Right.
But yes, I'm like, oh God, don't make me do anything with, technology because I don't know what is going to happen.
You do very well at these though. So you're still getting it.
Thank you. Well, at least I can at least I can click the link you sent me and I can connect to
That's
this.
right. I'm telling you what, over the last 3 years, StreamYard has made things very functional and very easy. Hey, Robin, good. I just wanted to tell you, thank you so much for joining in our yearly group. You guys don't forget it's on sale from $150 to $110 from 7 p.m. until midnight each night during the live streams. So if you want to jump in, it's all celebration theme this year. You can read about it on the website at Seriously Sweet Cupcakes with an S.com. And Robin, welcome. And Jamie said to tell you she just did a follow under her cookie page, which is Frosted Gypsy.
Oh, perfect. I'll follow back in a bit. Okay, so I finished, just flooding the churros. So we're going to wait a little bit to do the cinnamon sugar situation. And for that, I have a set that I decorated earlier. Here it is.
Love it.
With the other color, right? So for those,
you know what? It looks like you dipped it in straight dark chocolate. That just looks so yummy.
I know, right?
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks so yummy.
Oh yes, you just want to give it a big bite, and then you start imagining the actual churro, and you're like, oh my God, I do like churros, but I don't eat them a lot. I'm just getting the sugar. I can't find it because I have a mess here because I'm making cookies for the pop-up,
Oh, how shocking that you lost something in your 3-foot work area.
Yes, exactly.
See,
It's a
you guys,
mess.
you see how easy it is to do it? Like, I just laugh about it now. I just laugh at myself because 2 minutes later, it'll be exactly where I left it, but somehow it's
It's in
mysteriously
front of
disappeared and I
you.
can't see it. So to
Yep.
me, it's funny now. Like if we have a live stream and I don't lose something, I feel like I didn't do a difficult enough cookie. Oh my gosh. Look at that,
Exactly.
Fabiola.
So I
That,
actually have
oh,
here sugar and cinnamon. And then you can see
wow.
there's more cinnamon than sugar. That's because I love cinnamon. Okay, so this is my cinnamon sugar that I mean, you can use, if you don't want to do that, you can definitely use sanding sugar,
Mm,
but you know, I mean,
yes,
I want
that's
to give
so
you the
good.
full thing. I know. And I use a lot of sprinkles. I use a lot of sanding sugars, especially around this time of the year with so many cookies that I have to make. It's easier. Um, it makes your job easier. It goes a little faster, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just have to do what you have to do because it's about giving people beautiful cookies that they can eat and they can gift and all that. But it's also something that I believe it has to be a little bit easier on you as a cookier. Otherwise, you go to
Mm-hmm.
team no sleep and that's no good. I am not a big fan of that. It's been
Me
happening a
either.
little bit because there's so much stuff going on in my personal life with my kids
Mm-hmm.
playing sports. So yeah, so sometimes you just have to do those things. Now for this, I am going to just do some lines here, you know, the ones that you practice when you go to a cookie class and they give you that
Yes.
shit to practice. Okay.
Do you know
Practice.
it's so funny when people first start doing cookies, like even at like just like the parties where they come and do cookies,
Uh-huh.
they treat those icing bags like pencils or pens and they're
Oh
right on
yeah.
top of that icing. And once they get the anchor where it latches and then and you tell them to lift it and they see the difference, they're like, I don't even understand why that's working.
I
How is
know.
that possible? And I'm like,
I
it's
know.
just what it does. But
I
their
know.
lines are so messy when they're close. I
Yes.
actually, when I used to do my kids' classes, I did it with a child and one parent could come to the class and they would cook it
Oh,
together. It was the dads and the daughters or dads and sons, like, and moms and daughters. Like, it wasn't a
yes.
mommy and me thing. It was just one parent with a kid. But the
Yep.
kids would be like, I remember this one little girl, she was like, Dad, you're doing it wrong.
Oh,
And
that is
he's
so
like, what do you mean? And
cute.
she's like, you have to let it attach and lift it up. She was only like 5, but she could have been my
Oh,
assistant. That little girl was so cute.
that is cute.
Aren't they funny? I can't wait until I'm set up and I can do my kids' classes again. I miss them.
I know. Yeah, yeah. Every year I'm like, yes, I'm gonna make Christmas cookie classes. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now I'm gonna just sprinkle this on top of the freshly, you know, flood. Okay, I can do it like that. Okay, there you go.
I love it.
Then again, we're not gonna eat this. Nobody's gonna eat this, so I'm using my hands.
I think
Uh,
maybe I need to send you a sprinkle spoon so you'll have fun when you're doing that.
I know, right? I do have them. uh, okay. Yeah, I do use like spoons and stuff. You know, don't think that I'm touching your lips like that. For this tutorial, you know. Now we repeat the same situation here.
You can
It-
get away with anything with those peppermint nails.
right? Exactly. Thank you. Yes, I wanted to have. I usually like to have my nails, you know, with nothing on them because you know it looks clean and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My nails are short, anyways. They break a lot, so I keep them short. But for the tutorial and for we have a party. I mean, I have a party tomorrow. I'm like, well, yeah, let's make it a little festive. Why not?
It's going to be
Uh,
awesome. What are you taking to the party tomorrow?
huh? What am I taking?
Mm-hmm. Cookies,
Well,
cake.
no, we're going to a restaurant, so
Oh,
we're just
okay.
yeah, we're going to a
Even
restaurant. So
even
my
better.
yeah, even better. Yes, my plan was to actually make cookies. It's only like 12 people, so it would be like a dozen cookies. But I don't think it's gonna happen because I have to take my son to his soccer team party later today. So, and I already baked a cake for that that is not finished. So I don't think I'm gonna be making cookies because again I have to finish some other cookies for the pop up. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't be able to. Maybe I'll bake some cupcakes tomorrow morning. Who knows? We shall see.
It could
I'll let you
happen.
know. It could happen. Yes, it definitely could happen. Or maybe one of my chocolate chip cookies. Who knows? Okay, so that's the churro, and it smells delicious. I don't know why I keep thinking, yes, I'm gonna show them how to be and how to do them with this, how to make this with that. They're gonna be able to smell it, and I'm like, wait a minute, they can't smell what I'm making. Oh my god,
I can smell it. I'm just envisioning what that smells
right?
like.
Yes.
I would have that with hot cocoa right now if you had that at
Oh,
my
I
house.
know. Oh, delicious. That's delicious. Okay.
Get some white chocolate, hot cocoa, a little bit of whipped
Oh,
cream.
I'm hungry now. Well, yeah, I'm hungry. Now let's go back to the poinsettia that is not finished, but it's already, it's in a better shape now. It's a little dry. So let's get the back again, and I'm gonna clean the tip and we are good to go. Okay.
Love it.
Yes. Now, the second row of leaves, I'm going to make it, right where where two meet. So they're not at the same spot. So I want them to overlap a little bit. So I'm going to start again here.
Oh, wait, that's YouTube. Somebody wanted my website again, so I'm going to run that at the bottom just for a second. Okay, Fabiola?
Okay, no worries.
So that's where the class is up for sale, and it is reduced at the 110 right now while we're live. The poinsettias, listen, last year I taught a cookie class, and I used hexagons because we were doing hexagons for all the floral classes, because then you could arrange them on a platter and make board them. And one of the things I did was I used 3 hexagons together to make a full poinsettia head.
Oh, nice.
And then leaves on each one of them. It was so pretty. And we did black icing as the background. Like, I love piping poinsettias.
Yes,
love it.
It's so easy. They look so beautiful and they look so difficult, but they're not.
I'm not good, you guys, though. Full disclosure, you know how you can keep poinsettias, kind of keep them in the dark, and then you force them to go red again. I don't do that well. I usually just give them away to somebody who's a plant fanatic, or they just go down the road, or I put them in the woods and we see what happens. But I am not good at forcing them to become beautiful flowers again the next year.
Oh, no, it doesn't happen anyways. I kept one a few years ago and I planted it and everything, and it lasted a while, but then it died. So yeah, no, let them be.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so here it is. We're gonna wait again a little bit to add the green leaves, so we'll wait for that. Now let's work on these two guys because we pretty much have everything else ready. And now let's work on these two guys here. So again, we're gonna use again, let me say this again one more time. Again, we're using just a few colors. If you see, actually, we only have 3 colors. That's all. So kind of nice because again, we're gonna airbrush. That's the good thing about airbrushing, right? You don't need a lot of colors because you can use some other stuff to make them look better, to give dimension, and to avoid making a lot of bags of icing in different colors and consistencies, especially around the holidays. We don't want that. We don't need that. Okay. So then
I like 3 colors, especially the sets look so nice done that way.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's not that stressful. Okay, again, same color, and then we're gonna go. This is a buñuelo, which is like very, very crisp. It's really thin and crispy. I mean, I don't like crispy cookies or bread or whatever, but it's really
probably good. Like a pastry, right?
Yes, it is like a pastry, exactly. Super thin. Some people, when you want to make them, because there's a recipe. I mean, I just buy them when I want them, and it's only around this time of the year. So some people, when they want to make them and they don't want to make the dough themselves, they buy. Listen to this. I mean, I've never done that. Flour tortillas, and they fry the flour tortilla, and it's the closest you can get to the actual buñuelo.
Yes.
So, kind of nice.
The yearly celebration group, you'll have access to the group on December 15th. That's just so I can get everyone in there, and it'll have the basic things in there, like the recipes for royal glaze, royal icing, and the cookie dough, you guys. And then we'll follow the schedule as it's laid out on the website for each of the events. So the basics will be in there, and then we'll start in January. Are you guys so excited about that? I'm really excited about what we're doing next year. I'm going to miss the little gnomes and the florals, Fabiola, but I'm excited about doing celebrations. I hope 2024 is just a better year for everyone.
Sounds fun. I'm gonna
Debbie, what did Jeff's grandmother have for 10 years? So I missed a comment and it popped up when I scrolled down. And I missed what she was trying to tell us. It was something that you said, and then she said her husband's grandmother had one for 10 years. What was that?
Oh, me?
No, Debbie's going to tell us something you said, and then she said that, but I didn't see it till just now, and I don't want to miss it.
Oh, I know. I haven't.
Look at that. Just aren't you guys just hungry? I could go have Mexican food right now.
Oh, I know.
My husband is from Louisiana, and they have a town called Zwali, and it's Zwali tamales.
That's funny.
So when we go to visit the poinsettia, she said her husband's grandmother had one growing for 10 years. Like, I really admire the ability to do that. And I have a green thumb, but I could never get a poinsettia to live for me that long.
No, I only tried it once. It didn't work. I was proud because it lasted like 3 months or so. Okay, so we're gonna leave these guys.
Okay.
And because I want to give this texture, I already have some ready here to be decorated with the next step, which you are about to see. Okay, so for the tamal, I mean, it's going to be a little
for the more magic of video, here we go.
Yes, here you go. This is drier than the other one that I just piped. So, okay, let me show you something. Do you see all of this? Okay, so I used a little a marker, an edible marker, brown. That's the last step here. But to get all of these little lines here, I waited a little bit until it was dry enough. And then with the boo-boo stick or a scribe or whatever you want to use, I just went here and make this is too dry because, like, again, we have Santana
scratches.
Yeah, so we're gonna scratch it and and a little bit like this kind of motion. Well, I think it's perfect. Look, it's still wet underneath, but it's very hard here. So this is what we are doing, a little bit of texture there. So don't be scared because it's going to look amazing. You can do it without this too. But I like the more realistic look on it. I actually wanted, so something that I actually wanted to do, but I didn't because, I don't know, maybe my husband misplaced it. My friend, I wanted to add on top of the fresh icing, an actual leaf or husk, corn husk or whatever it's called. Like when we use the parchment paper that it has
to have the texture.
Yes. But then my friend, when I was making the set that I showed you for the picture that I sent you, my friend told me, oh, you know what? My mom is making tamales this weekend. I'm like, oh, you know what? Please share with me a couple of those things. And she's like, yeah, sure. So then she dropped some stuff up at the same time. And she's like, yeah, I left them there inside the bag, or I don't know what it was. And I'm like, sure. But my son and I were in Arizona that weekend for a tournament. So my husband took care of that. And then I came back and I'm like, where are they? Where are they? And I asked him, he's like, no, there was nothing there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I don't know. And I didn't go to buy them. So but that's what I wanted to use. That would have given, like the actual texture of the
tamales. Yes, that's a great idea too.
Yes, but we are mimicking as best as we can with this.
Well, I think this is looking very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and you know what? A Facebook user, who is this? Tell me. It's saying fried wafer paper would make a great texture for the tamale.
Wait, young Padawans, wait.
And Jessie Ann is saying spun isomalt for the corn hair. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of stuff we can use. Isomalt was one of the ideas I had, but I'm like, well, that's a little bit more complicated. Now, let me tell you.
Thanks, Janie. Janie said if you guys are on the fence about the year-long group, just do it. She did the gnomes class, but she watches the class, always picks up something. Thank you. She said, I'm a great instructor. Wasn't that sweet?
Yes, she is. And that's the truth, my friend. And you are sweet.
And we have a ton of really talented people in the group that will always help you. Hey, Becky, your name was there earlier, but now it's not. I don't know what happened.
Okay, you guys. Now,
look at that.
I don't know who said, what was the name of that paper? Wafer paper.
Fried wafer paper. I think that was Becky.
Okay, so this is wafer paper.
Okay.
This is wafer paper that it was white, and I just I use the airbrush and airbrush the whole thing. After it dried out, I only applied that poppy paint, super shine.
Okay.
So
Poppy shine. Okay.
Yeah, the poppy shine or something.
Wow, so pretty.
That's it, right? So this is what we are doing here. These little balls that you see here, it's still super. When you fry the buñuelo, it makes like bubbles. So this is what we are trying to do here.
I gotcha. I see what you're doing.
Right? Once we are brushing, it's gonna look way better. It's gonna look like this. Look.
Okay, very clever.
Yeah. So again, here I did the same thing as I did here, but I make them like bigger, like more like deep. Because this has more texture than the actual tamal. So, and then the little balls, I'm just trying to get a little bit of texture there. There you go.
Beautiful.
Okay. So all of this is done. We're going to put this away for a little bit. Now, these guys here need the little tie, so that's the chicken tamal. All right. So, but we need to airbrush first. Okay, before going there, let's finish the poinsettia because and the piñata too. It's not done yet. Let me just Okay, here it is. And I messed up my cookie again. Of course I did. Yes, thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. It's just, you can see how to fix the little mistake here.
That's right.
Right. The good thing about the stiff icing, and because I broke it when I was lifting it, is that you can easily fix it because it's not no. Who was talking about my accent? Being nice? No, it's not.
Becky. Becky said she loved it, and you know what? Thank you guys for all the instructor comments. I appreciate it so much. And then Becky said she loves all the textures.
Oh, thank you. I would say she loves the accent. I'm like, well, let me tell you.
That's the best thing. Well, I don't know if I want to say it's the best thing, but it's a great thing about keeping your number of colors in a set to a lower number and then increasing the number of textures.
Yes.
It's a lot of bang for your buck in a cookie set as far as cookies looking like feature cookies that maybe they aren't really the feature cookie. But it's just a really good pop when you're keeping the color scheme number down. Yeah. Allison says all of these are so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so now it's a little dry. It's dry enough that we can add the next thing, which is going to be the sprinkles, because we have to have sprinkles. Where are my sprinkles? Oh yeah, here they are. Okay, I'm just gonna put some icing. This is almost done. Okay. So it's just, just float there, that little circle.
So cute.
Icing. Yeah, and then I'm choosing again some
of that beautiful glitter.
Yes, glittery stuff. Just like that to make it.
I'm still on Team Bling. I don't know that I'm ever going to leave Team Bling.
No, I'm never gonna leave that team, my friend.
Glitter, shine, extra things.
All of that. It makes everything looks way better.
And
just like that, you can use whatever whatever kind of sprinkles you have. I chose this. Actually, you can see the original cookie has something else. It's more like sanding sugar. Actually, it is gold too. But for this one, because it pops more. I'm using the little what are they called, dredges?
Yeah, Becky agrees. You can't do without sparkle. Right? Gotta have the sparkle.
Yes, always.
Love it.
So there we go.
Well, there's another one finished.
Yes, so we have another one that is finished, and then we're gonna use the airbrush. I'm gonna make just one more thing to the piñata, and then we will be ready.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Okay. Oh, and suddenly it is night. It is dark now.
It's just that fast here too.
I know, yeah.
Like you look out the window, it's like sun setting,
Yes,
and then you
the
look
sun
away
is
and you look
setting.
back,
You can
and now it's
see,
dark.
yeah, it's orange and pink. We get so pretty colors. That is something that I have to say. We go to the beach on New Year's Eve,
Mm.
and we get before the sun sets, right? Because that's what we are looking for. Oh, it looks so beautiful. And there's a huge Christmas tree. That was my tutorial for Cookie-a-thon, Amy. A Christmas tree by the beach. That was
Oh,
inspired
okay.
by that beach that we
Wait,
go.
for your competition piece?
No, it was not competition. It was the tutorial for Nancy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's where
Yeah.
that inspiration came from. I don't know if you said that during your.
Yes, I did say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the poinsettia.
Oh,
Almost done.
wow. Look at that shine, you guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Now, that's like that. And then the piñata, where are you, sweetie? Oh, you're here. Oh, here is this one. Oh my goodness. All right. We are going to airbrush it. But before we airbrush that thing, we are going to add, ¿cómo se llaman? Now we're going to change the tip. You see, now we're not going to, we don't need leaves anymore, but we do need ruffles around. Ruffles, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, here's, this is tip 104, I think, from Wilton, or, whatever petal tip you have on hand. And we have now a different decorating situation here. And then again, now remember, I'm a lefty, so naturally I hold it like this. If you're a righty, you might do it the other way. I don't know how you would prefer it. For me, it is, I can do it this way too, but naturally I go this way. So we're just gonna do the ruffles here, and I'm gonna start on one of the edges of the piñata, and you just go around it like if you were doing a pie for,
That's so pretty. It adds so much.
It does.
And you have the thick end of the teardrop facing the
thicker part is almost touching the cookie. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that again, the icing is too soft. I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I added water and I didn't pay attention. God knows. But it's stiff enough to hold the shape a little bit. And this is a fairly fast project. Once you have all your stuff ready, it goes by really fast.
It's really pretty.
And there we go. Now we are going to hide this, the end of the situation, and this too. Okay, we have a piñata.
Look at that. And all that sparkle.
I know, right? It's pretty. I like it. All right. Now, I think we have all our pieces ready.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yay. Let me get rid of this. And now for the scary part for me, which is the airbrush.
No, this is awesome.
Yay,
I'm so proud of you that you're trying it.
Thank you.
That you're just using it more and everything, right?
Yes. Yeah, you have to try. You have to try. Now, let's go back to the buñuelo. This is pretty much done, ready to be airbrushed, but I'm going to show you here really fast how to do it. It is the same thing as I did with the tamal, and I did something here, as you can see. Lots of accidents tonight, you guys. Sorry.
Love it.
Yeah. So then again,
happy accidents.
Yes, happy accidents, because sometimes you're like, oh, it looks better this way. Happens a lot. And then as a cookie, you have to be ready for those mistakes, because you never know when they're going to happen. And you have to know, how to fix it instead of panicking.
Yes.
Right? You have to know what to do.
And yes. And most of the time people will just like scrape an entire cookie or throw the cookie out. And I'm like, no, wait.
Like, no, wait, you can fix that. it looks better that way or something, right? So yeah, so, look, I made that. I don't know how. Maybe I press it with my elbow or a finger. I don't know. But look, I left it there, and now it's part of the whole situation, right?
The whole situation. You're so cute.
Yeah. So yeah, puñuelos. Here you go. This is the world, the cookie world. There you go. And then now we're gonna add the like I said, I did use wafer paper here, and it was white, and I got it on Amazon. In case someone is wondering how I got where I got it. Just type, white wafer paper, and boom, you're gonna get there. So this is wafer paper. This one, I didn't want to go to the trouble of looking for the sheet and cut it and all that stuff. This is royal icing dried. I'm gonna show you. Yes, I'm gonna show you. I was doing. I prepared some for some cookies that I'm gonna decorate for my pop-up shop, and all I did is I spread it with because it was a little thicker. My icing was thicker because I like thick icing. So I just grabbed a brush. Let me show you whatever brush. I didn't use this one, but a brush. I put like some icing and I just spread it, like this. And I waited for it to dry, and then you just lift it up and you just break it, right, in pieces. That's what I did with this. And this is what I'm going to use right now. But again, if you want to use wafer paper too, that's what I use for the one that's in the picture that Amy's using tonight. This is wafer paper. Yeah, so you can use those two. Now, because I have the small pieces here, you just go grab a little bit and you just sprinkle it all over, because it looks like that. If you Google buñuelo and you see an actual picture, it looks something like this, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, friend. Like that. That's that. And then I'm going to add the little bubbles. Just some bubbles that when we airbrush them, it's gonna look like, oh yes, the bubbles, the frying bubbles. I don't know how to call them. But
I know what you mean. The blisters.
Yes, exactly.
Like blisters.
Yes, they are like blisters. You're right.
I don't know if that's the real thing, but that's what we call it.
We're gonna call them blisters. I like it. Then again, you can tell me. Okay, so this one is done, and now I think yes, we are ready to airbrush. The last thing we're gonna do, I think, will be adding the little thing here to the tamal, but that's gonna be the very last thing. In the meantime, let me move oh no, this is the one that we are gonna airbrush. Alongside this guy. And then where is the buñuelo? Okay. Okay, we can airbrush this one because it's drier. And where's my churro? Oh, and my churros are here. And last but not least, the poinsettia. Let me tell you something about the poinsettias. My kids' school, their sports program, they do like a poinsettia fundraising, right, in December.
Oh,
so
nice.
we have to sell. I say sell because I bought them. We have to sell to everybody like as little as 30 poinsettias per person, right?
Wow.
Per player. I know. I have 2 kids. Can you imagine selling 60 poinsettias? It did not happen. I had to buy them. So I have poinsettias in the house. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yes. So I mean, I love them, but it was a little too much. Okay. Now let's move all of these, and I'm gonna bring my airbrush to the picture so you guys can see it. I'm gonna move my chair too because I don't think I need to be sitting for this part. Goodbye, cinnamon. It smells delicious here.
Wow.
Okay.
This is where we need Scent-O-Vision.
Yes, right? Okay, we are ready to rumble. Okay, let's see. Now, here is my airbrush. The only thing I need to find is, there it is. My actual color. Okay, here it is. Say hi to everybody.
Oh.
Okay. I have several situations here. Like I needed cables and more stuff. No te muevas. Okay, there we go. Here it is. Yoo-hoo! What is happening? Oh, okay. Don't do anything to the cookies. There we go. Got it. So this is my airbrush. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use just one color. Again, let's simplify the steps for this set and for any set or cookie for that matter, right? That you'd like to decorate, especially during the Christmas season. Okay, so this is Harvest Brown, and it's from Chef Master. It's airbrush food coloring. You can
That's
use
one of my
whatever color.
faves.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I love it. It's so versatile. So you can use whatever color you'd like in the browns family. Even maybe well, tan is too light. But let me show you. I'm gonna use my. This is my brand new that I got during Black Friday airbrush, and this is from the designer Cookies. She has a wonderful store about an hour away from here.
Oh,
So
wow.
she's in Glendale. It's a little far away from me, but I do the drive every now and then because I like her store, and she's wonderful. And she sold me this thing that I was looking forward to get. So yeah, this is where I got it. But like I said, I also have the one from Michael's, and it works just as well. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna tell you something. If you want like your color, if you think it's too dark, in this case, let's say it's too dark, you can dilute it or dilute it. I don't know, with a little bit of water, right?
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I've been doing that for quite some time now. I heard some other cook here saying that long time ago, and I'm oh, that's a smart idea. And then Verena, the designer cookies lady, she said the same thing. Actually, if you go through her tutorials, she would say that. So I'm gonna add a couple of 3 drops of my color, and then I am just going to add a little bit of water, just like that, right?
Perfect.
Yes, and we are gonna be ready. And let me see how this thing works, because let's see if I can remember how to use this. No, I do remember. Let's start with, well, the churro doesn't need anything because the churro is dark enough. Okay, let's start with the actual with this little thing.
Love it.
The buñuelo, yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's test it. Always test it on something else, not the cookie. Right? Because okay, there it is.
You'll only do that once, by the way. One time of wrecking a whole cookie.
Exactly.
Oh, listen, Sally said, this just popped up. I don't know why my feed is a little slow. It says, yes, everyone ends up buying all the amount your kids need to sell. It's not like you can send them door to door anymore. That's so true, Sally.
Right?
It's sad, isn't it?
Yes.
It used to be like the first thing you'd introduce kids to trying to do, you know, like that, Girl Scout cookies and all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but you can't, it's not safe anymore, really, is it?
No, it's not. No, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other one because it's too dark. Like the cookie was already dark, so I don't know if you can see it. And my light here is bad. So, and then again, you see how it's...
Love it. It's so pretty. It gives it so much depth.
Yes. There it is. Look. Oh my goodness, yes. Now when it's completely dry, I would go back and with a brown marker, and I would just go in between the lines to make it even more noticeable, right? So to give it more dimension there. So this one is done. Okay, for the churro, I mean the buñuelo. Now let's go and do the tamal. And then again, there we go. All right.
And then you can stop at any, any side of the tamal to make it darker if you want. Or you can just keep going just to give it a little bit of color. That's it.
I love it. I love it. It looks like you just added the entire wrapper. It's amazing.
I know, right? It's so nice. And then again, same thing with the with the with the lines here to make them look even more realistic. You can just go with a marker when it's dry enough, and just make it even more noticeable. Okay, so
Wow,
this
it really is so pronounced. It gives it great definition.
yes, that's what we are looking for, right? Now I'm gonna stop at some, like this side to make it look. You see, just some places, not all of them. There you go.
Perfect.
Yes. And then let me leave this one
So
here.
great.
I'm not gonna do anything to the poinsettia because it's fine like this. I'm just gonna go with something else in a moment. I'm gonna leave it here. Now let's do the piñata. Woohoo! Come here, come here, come here. It's too heavy. Okay. It's
so
heavy.
Pretty.
I know. Again, I'm doing it on my paper towel just to make sure everything is fine. And then I'm going, there you go. You see?
It's beautiful.
And you can do any other color that you'd like. I just chose this color to make it easier and faster.
Are you really loving this now that you're using it? Because the airbrush is like you have to embrace it. Oh, Jessie Ann said, you have beautiful nails. Maybe you should have gloves.
Oh, thank you.
Is it messing up your nails? Are you okay?
Oh, no, my nails are not facing,
Okay.
like the color, so it's fine. But thank you. Yes, and I should wear gloves. I always end up with like colored hands. And
Me
then
too.
right? And
It's like
I promise you, I do wash my
rainbow in
hands.
the
I
sink
do
later.
wash my hands. Yes. I'm like, I do wash my hands. I promise you. It's just that the color sometimes just stays there for a long time. Okay, so those are our cookies. And you guys, thank you for joining me on my first time using this thing.
You are doing fabulous if that is your first time using that on a live. Like you're doing great. The sound is not bad.
Yeah. This is using this airbrush. Is my very first time. So let's see. Just so you see, I'm gonna do it on the churros that are still a little wet. Just so you can see, you can actually airbrush on something that is not 100%
right dry. Yeah,
yes.
That's so pretty.
Yeah, you totally can. You see? And then again, I'm gonna go heavier here.
Perfect.
Like that. Heavier here.
I love that harvest brown too. That is one of my all-time favorite airbrush colors.
Yeah. And that's it. You see? And we are done. Oh, well, hold on. We're not. Okay, so that's that. I need to clean this thing. Now, the last thing, well, the second to last thing is going to be adding the little bow to the tamal. I lost the original one. Oh, here it is. The broken one. So I'm going to add this. Okay, so here my icing was too loose, which I think is this case again here, which is weird because I'm always using thicker ice, but it happens. Okay, so here you just go, because it's not perfect. It's anything but perfect. The ladies are making the tamales and, they're like really fast, tying them up because they have to make hundreds of them or something like that. I don't know, because I've never made them. My mom does. My sister does. I don't. I am like, this is one of the things that you can actually go and buy. Thank you.
Wow.
But they do make tamales from scratch, which is wonderful. So that's that. And then there's another tie here. And we are going to do that. Okay. And then we are going to wait a little bit and we are going to add the bow. So while we wait for this, I'm going to add, if you remember the original cookie, the piñata, it has a little bow here. So we're going to add the bow. Yes, so we're going to add the bow. And where is my bow? I made my bow, Amy, with the product
With the
that you
moldable
use.
royal.
The moldable royal icing. This is it.
So cute.
I know. And I'm gonna, yes, and I like it. And I actually want to talk to you about something that I've been playing with, but that's later. I was
Okay.
thinking of you like a demo for something else.
Okay.
Anyway, so this is it. And this is white. I didn't color it or anything because we are going to leave it to make it as as glittery as the one and here. So you see, it's this one used to
Love
look
it.
like this. Okay, so the way I achieved that, again, I used my glitter. I didn't do anything. I just grabbed my bow with my tweezers and went for it. Okay.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Well,
Now,
this one is
I
too
haven't
dry.
done that yet with the moldable royal that's
Yeah.
already dried. That's really
Uh-huh.
cool.
I know, because you don't have to do much. Now, this one, because I made this one like yesterday and the weather is so dry right now, it dried out so fast. I didn't think about that. And it's not attaching as well as it did the
Oh,
other
but
one. But
you can tell it's picking up all the color though. It's
uh-huh.
very shiny.
Yeah. But yes, I mean, you can, if you make the bow like and right after and you put it there right after making it, this is it's gonna look like the other one. This one it does not because it's too dry right now.
Wow.
But you get the idea. And
Wow.
yes, it does stick to the product just to put it right there. Um so now I'm gonna attach it here. I'm gonna use just a little bit of icing, fresh icing, and I am going to put it there. You see, ECP. And because the icing from
Oh,
the raffles are still fresh, you won't have any problem at all.
yep. You just tuck it right in. And they are
Yes.
saying gorgeous.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Fabiola.
you.
Wonderful demo.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
so
you.
pretty. It does look beautiful.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, to me, the big thing is like for you guys, it's I'd like you if you want to give your cookies dimension and more depth and all that stuff and make them a little bit more realistic with little tricks like adding the blob of royal icing or icing like the stiff one underneath the actual cookie. It makes them immediately, it changes the look of your cookie a lot. And then
It's
you add
so
the
cool.
ruffles, so little things here and there. And if you use your airbrush and go darker on some places, it keeps adding depth to your cookie.
It's,
Look at the little
I know
buñuelo
that's
here.
amazing. That one right there, that's just so much on that cookie.
Yeah.
Becky's name is showing again now. It says thank you. Deborah says beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jessie Ann says can't wait until the spring to see you again. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you. Yes, I already have an idea of what I'm gonna make for spring. if
You
Jamie, if
do.
Amy will have me.
Ooh,
Yes,
oh
I do.
yeah, absolutely. You
Oh,
know, if you're
perfect.
ready,
Yay.
if you're
Yes,
in the plan, you get going.
yes,
I
I
told
will.
everybody get going now. Send me pictures as soon as possible. We were
Yes.
way too close to the wire on this one, and you know why? I can't fault anybody for that, but none of us could make up our mind what we wanted to do.
I know it's so hard to choose, It took me a while to figure this out, how to, like, okay, how I'm gonna make that. It takes a while. And then actually make it, and then you have an idea, and then you're like, yes, this is easy. And then while you are trying to execute it, you're like, oh wait, how am I gonna do this? And oh wait, oh, but I didn't think about this, and I didn't think about that. Oh shoot. So yes, there's a
It's
lot to
true
figure out.
though.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then it's like, okay, what's the next thing that I want to do that challenges myself? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. It's like, oh, now I did this and they really liked it. Oh my God. Now, how am I going to do something better than that? And how am I going to challenge myself?
Every
Yes.
time I feel like that. And you know what? We should stop doing that to ourselves. We should just make the thing that we feel inspired to make. And it shouldn't be a better than worse than last time or a more complicated or less complicated than last time. It should just be the thing we feel inspired about.
Yeah, I know, I guess.
I
But
know.
I have so many ideas.
I have such a hard time with it though.
It is hard. It is hard because I guess because at the end of the day, we do know that we can do that and
Uh,
more, you know?
I know. And the other thing is the more skilled we get, the more complicated we want our projects to get. But the time
I
slot is
know.
still this time
So
slot, right? We only
true,
have so
so
much
true.
time. So then we're like, well, okay,
Yes.
well, how can I make the magic of video work for me by fitting this into all these little structured pieces?
I know. Well, yeah, we just have to do what I just did, right? Like
Yeah,
have
exactly.
several
You have to
cookies
keep,
like going on at the same time. Like, okay, I did this, earlier I did this. That's the
you
only
know,
way because it's hard.
yeah, those
Um,
cookies look beautiful. You should have seen me at my first cookie-a-thon. I think I did a fireplace,
oh,
and we only had, I think the first year we only had 25 minutes. I
okay.
literally had like everything pre-done or done in 2 or 3 stages, the same cookies just
Oh,
stacked up. And I
yes,
just was
I
like,
know.
okay,
Yes.
you're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then it's going to dry and it's going to look like this. And then it's going to dry and then it's going to look like this. And then you're going to airbrush it and then it's going to look like this. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I just record this and like speed it up?
I know. Yes, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. You always have. Now I think she says 30 minutes, I think, or 35. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think it's
Something.
35 max,
Yeah,
25
right?
minimum, 35 max, but it's still
Yeah.
hard to get something done in
It's
that amount of
so
time.
hard. Yes, it is
Yeah.
so hard. And then yeah, I always hand cut my cookies because it's
Oh,
it's
yep.
complicated.
And
Okay.
Carrie says, looking forward to seeing it all. Thank you so much. Debbie says, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Vicky
I'm
says,
so glad you're
stunning.
here. Oh, thank you. I like that. Thank you.
They're
It's
very beautiful. They turned out great.
oh, thanks. I think they are different. Okay, the last thing is we're gonna do a bow here. This is how my mom ties her tamales to
I
know these are the
love it.
chicken ones. And that's it. Oh, and
That's
then
so cool.
she ties something so it's
That's
like
like us with our bag clips, right? If it's a skinny bag clip, it's flood. If it's like a bigger, thicker,
yes.
then
Yes.
it's the thick
And
icing. Like if it's a big bow,
yeah.
It's
Uh-huh,
so funny.
exactly. The same thing. It's exactly the same thing. It is exactly the same thing.
All
And
those
here it
things
is.
came from somewhere. We didn't just like born with it. They taught us.
I know. Es uno grueso. I want to show you something.
Okay.
Los plumones. Los plumones. Ajá. Agarro uno café en el otro platito. I'm asking someone to give me a marker. Prende la luz. Yeah, because okay, yeah, bring me the whole thing. Thank you. Because I just thought of something. I told you already about going back with a marker. So I'm gonna try to do it with a fat marker. The tips are bigger. If I can find, oh yeah, here it is.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I think this is Americolor. Yes. So I'm just gonna go. This is still very wet, so I'm gonna see but just to show you how you can do it, right? I mean, and it's dry. Thank you very
Oh, it's
much.
perfect.
Yes,
The
it is dry.
marker's dry.
The marker's dry, of
You have to
course.
reactivate that. Oh, and Barbara says, thank you, Fabiola, for a great tutorial.
Oh,
Sally OL says, great job, Fabiola.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
I
guys so
appreciate
much.
that.
Thank you for
Yes.
tuning in. And don't forget tonight, let me put your screen thing up again so they'll remember. But tonight was Fabiola Romano, and she did that beautiful Mexican Christmas set. What is it called? Posada?
Posada.
Okay.
Posada, yeah, with a D. Posada.
Okay. And a shout out to Sue Backman last night, who did that beautiful stained glass ornament. And don't forget, schedule change tomorrow night. We were not supposed to have a Sunday. It's just I need to get it in and get it done so you guys can make your trees if you need to go supply shopping. So I will be tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Jen Mosier's going to moderate for me so I can concentrate on making the tree. So hopefully I can. Jen's really good at keeping me moving, so we shouldn't get stuck and be on too long. That's what I think will happen by having her help moderate tomorrow. We'll see what actually happens.
We'll see.
We might just chat all night. I don't know.
Right?
Vicky says, thank you. It was really wonderful and Merry Christmas. Becky Norton
thank
says,
you. Merry
awesomeness
Christmas.
again, Fabiola. Karen
Thank
says,
you.
love them all. They just turned out so beautiful. And just the use of, it's not just the texture that you did, Fabiola, and I'm not sure if people picked up on it, but it was the textures you were using to create layers.
Oh, yes.
right? Like using the wafer paper, the crushed up royal
Yes.
icing, like
Yes.
those are, yes, all textures, but it's the way that she made those as additional embellishments and then applied them back to the cookie to create what she was able to create tonight. It's just really outstanding work.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, you just go back. I can find my other brown. My other
Oh, and I
brown.
should tell you, we got really busy here today. My mom was having a good day, so she was directing me through Christmas tree lights and Christmas tree balls and the angel and all of that. So I was just being in the moment. So I did not get to do my scribe box unveiling. So sometime before 4 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to jump on and show you all the scribes that came from the scribe exchange so that it won't slow us down when we go to create the tree. Okay.
Oh,
So
I'm so
just
excited
so you
about
know, I'll be popping on at some point. You can watch that later, but I definitely want the scribe artists for everyone to see their creations, and Miss Terry does such a good job too. Her tutorial using the tweets pens and the drawing on the cookies. I didn't until Halloween really realize how many. I mean, I know in my mind there's lots of ways to use it, but putting it to action and actually on a cookie and making it look beautiful, just so many different ways to use the pins on cookies to create
Oh
additional
yeah.
dimension.
Yep. And I have all her pans too, and I love them.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
I've
right.
been using the brush ones a lot this holiday season, a lot.
Yeah, they are so lifesavers. They're so nice. So you can use, one of these, which is Americolor, but the tip is kind of thick, so I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
You can use tweets as well, which I have that. I don't want to
Okay.
use it right now because the icing is still wet, so
Okay.
it's not gonna be, it's not gonna be helpful. And you can use,
Well,
any other marker, but for now we can use some powder, right? Like
okay.
this is brown, and this is from I think it's Wilton.
Okay.
A little bit of powder is gonna do the trick, so you can see it.
Okay.
And then again, you can use different things here. Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Just on the edges there. That's one of
yeah,
those
just the
beautiful
edges.
mermaids.
Yes, because I know, right? Yeah, look, because I want you guys to see how it looks with even more on this little on all the scratches that we made earlier. But then again, the marker for this particular situation, the marker is going to do a better job once it's dry. But there it is. And then same thing for the buñuelo. The marker is going to be particularly good on the little blisters that we have
Mhm.
here. It's going to be actually really good. But again, you can use whatever you have on hand. If you don't have markers, or if you don't have the powder, you can use the markers, or vice versa. I mean, it's up to you.
Oh, I
And then
just
again,
love it.
yeah, I mean, thanks. You just go, look, this is not the right brush to use, but it's the one that I brought with me. I don't know why, but I
I
always,
love it.
I like to have brushes nearby.
Lots of brushes around, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
There you go.
please watch the replay, Darlene. She taught so many wonderful techniques and ways to use things that we commonly use to make additional embellishments almost to then add to the cookies. So please watch the replay.
Yes. Now I'm gonna try to
Beautiful.
add more. You see, there we go. Now
Love it.
remember this one when the bow is freshly made, is when you dip it in your little glitter bowl, and then it's gonna pick it up way better than it did here, because I made this last night while I was making something else, because I had the
Okay.
product with me ready made, and it was like 2 a.m. So imagine I was like,
Okay.
my brain was not there anymore. So I just made them and I left them there. And I'm okay, this is done for tomorrow. And I did not think about the situation of, that it was gonna get dry and it was not gonna work that well. But you get the idea. So here they are, you guys.
Beautiful. Absolutely
Thank you.
beautiful. Love it. All right. Now, can you flip that camera back up so we can see your beautiful
Oh,
face?
yes. Thank you. Hold on just a
We
minute.
want to see you before you go.
Yes, let me just unhook it from here. My assistant left.
Oh,
Hold on. Okay,
not supposed to leave you.
There we go. Oh, where are you? Oh, how
Wait,
did you
let's flip. Are you flipped back up? There you are.
Yes, I am
How
right
are
here.
you?
Yeah, let me just bring the same thing that my setup that I had before.
Okay.
And here we are. Yes.
Well, wonderful. Listen, if anybody makes these cookies, please tag Cookie Snack Attack and Fabiola
Oh,
and
yes.
the Fabulous Cookie. She would love to see it if you make it, even if you make a
Yes.
different version of what
Yes,
she made.
absolutely.
Please tag
Yeah, it
her.
would be fantastic to see it coming to life, with a different kind of decoration
Look,
situation.
I'm going to also be on the hunt for a large hat that I can
Yeah,
do
oh,
around
yes.
my whole head.
Yes.
My
Right.
one sits up on top, but I think I'd like to have a really large one that like all the way down like that.
I know, right? Like this one. This one is big. I don't know how we got that. I love to wear hats, just so you know. I wear hats
Love
as
it.
much as I can. That's why I'm like, oh, it's not cold here. It's never cold, like. But I wear, I love hats. So
Yes.
I'm like, oh, Amy wears all those fantastic headbands. I'm like, I need to wear something. And I'm like, oh, my Santa hat.
Oh,
Yes.
listen, I'm just going to tell you, if all goes well, I will be dressed up for my demo tomorrow.
Oh,
So I have
yay. Oh, my
my
God. Yes.
husband found we used to do live streams out front of our store where the kids could come by and like tell everybody well wishes for the holidays. And then the little kids would come by and sing carols. So we would set it up like we were like a mini news channel out there filming all the kids in our little town. It was so much fun.
Cool.
But I had outfits, like full on outfits, like an elf outfit, a Mrs. Claus outfit. Like that's how all of this actually started. And so he found 3 of my sweater dresses. So I'm going to wear something tomorrow. I don't know what, but I'll get a little festive tomorrow because I have a headband that matches every single one of the outfits. So tomorrow we're going to get a little festive.
Perfect. I cannot wait to see it. Tomorrow so yeah, if it's at 7, so that's 4 for me. So yes, I'm gonna be perfect.
Now, if
I'm
you
gonna be
can
able
catch
to
it
watch
live, catch
Yes.
the replay, okay?
Yes. Oh yeah, I do.
You have a
I
lot
am,
going on.
Yes, and I do. I think I'm 1 behind. I think it's. Oh no, I'm 2 Who was last night? Who was on last night?
Last night was Sue Backman with the stained glass ornament.
Oh yeah, so I missed that one,
And
and Sydney.
Right before Sue was Brooke Taylor with the Nightmare Christmas wreath.
Oh, I didn't finish that one, so I'm behind 2.5 videos behind. So
well, you don't have to count yourself because you were live, so you're good.
I know. No, I'm not counting myself. So yesterday's, and then Taylor's, and then Brooke, and then Sydney.
A little bit of Sydney. Okay, you'll catch up, but you got to catch up before next week because next week we double up.
Oh, that's right. No, yeah, I will because I'm going to be decorating like crazy tomorrow. Remember, I have that extra cake that I have to make. I have to make like 40 apples. I have to make my marshmallows. I have to, yeah, let's not forget about packing everything. I need to do all the packaging and make it look pretty.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to sleep until like next year.
Oh no. Well, a little bit before Christmas would be okay to catch some sleep.
Hopefully.
All right, but we've had a really nice tutorial tonight. Lots of detail in these cookies, but let's let everybody go. And we'll see you tomorrow at 4 Eastern Standard Time, you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.